So I'm gonna take them for a run this morning, and we call it a farm dog. So they are super excited right now. This is my riding partner this morning. He bumped his head on his dad's car door a couple days ago. He's kind of accident prone, aren't you, Sawyer? Are you accident prone? May, calm down. Foggy this morning. We get a lot of fog through here anyway, but I just think the fog is kind of pretty. So I wanted to give you a little show. Yeah, I know. Can you see the spider webs?
Yeah.
In the fall, they get really thick, but not usually. I don't usually see them this thick in the spring. I guess they must just be coming out looking for something to eat. They are all over this morning. Little white spots. All those little white spots are spider webs.
I can't even see the other side of the field.
I know. You can't see over where the shooting range is at all. But look, now we can see the shooting range. Had to get all the way up here on it, didn't we? The sun coming through. This is our backfill. Matt started mowing parts of it off. We try only to mow little bits of our fields at a time. We would like to have better grass growing, and that's the reason for that. We have found that the more an area is mowed, the better the grass is in the long run. But at the same time, we have a lot of wildlife habitat that we do not want to destroy. We know that deer are getting ready to drop fawns, and that quail are putting their nests out in the fields. So we are trying not to destroy that habitat for them as well. To give you a little view of what's coming up in this bed. We put this bed in a couple of years ago to plant garlic in to start with. If you have seen my trailer for my channel, you've seen Matt and Gabriel weeding the garlic through here. But, and it needs weeded now, badly. But we put our comfrey down here last year, which is coming back up and looking really good. Actually looks like something might have taken some nibbles off the tops of it, which is okay, there's enough to share. So that's all comfrey. And when it gets a little bigger, we'll divide it out. I had wildflowers all through here last year. I have a really good inclination that they have reseeded. And then I got some strawberries on clearance for $1 last year, and I didn't know where to put them. So I stuck them down here. This is not a long-term bed for strawberries. Obviously the grass is encroaching on everything down here. As you can see, there are some strawberries in here, and I need to find somewhere else to stick them. And they actually, look, there's a deer track right there. It's a little old, but there's one nonetheless. Yeah, here's some runners here. So I need to put another bed in, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Matt put me another long row like that in, so that we can just put another row of just strawberries in and get some more. Also, I ordered some really pretty bearded irises last year, and I stuck those down here for now until I figured out where I wanted to put them. So they are down here also. And I'm hoping they do well, because I really, really like bearded irises. I think about everyone has heard how much I love flowers. I have dreams of having this great big potager garden up here by the cabin. I'm afraid to do anything right now because the cabin needs a great deal of work, and we are still trying to decide if we are going to be able to find a way to finance that. So that's a huge thing for us, and if I start putting a beautiful garden out, it's going to get destroyed if we do decide we're going to go ahead and start working on it. So it's just something I'm just putting on hold as long as I can. But I have all this space in front and on the side of the cabin that I have been planning to make a beautiful period, hopefully mostly period correct for the cabin, potager garden. Isn't that gonna be beautiful? It gets so much sun. The first year we bought this place, we dug up a whole bunch of daffodils from our other house, and we started planting them around because we wanted them to naturalize here. These are flag irises here. I have the most gorgeous yellow flag irises. They desperately need to be thinned out. There's another big patch of them. I need to work on that this year. Let's see, we planted some lily of the valley over in the woods over there, but I don't see any coming up yet. They may not come up this year because we just planted them a few weeks ago. The goal when we bought this place was to fix the cabin up so that we could move into it. But we didn't realize exactly how much work it needed. For one thing, the contractor who remodeled it in '07 decided to put a concrete foundation on it. They pulled the whole thing all the way down in '07 and rebuilt it on a concrete foundation, took the original rocks out, which are in that weed pile over there somewhere. We're gonna put the goats out there, they'll love it. Some of the rocks are back here behind the cabin also. You can see all those stones, which these are elm trees and they are healthy, but they're gonna have to come down because they're over the top of the cabin, unfortunately, with all the, well, whenever they took the cabin down, they moved them all back there. They used to be the foundation stones of the cabin. So anyway, whenever they rebuilt this, they put the concrete foundation on. And tell me what kind of shoddy work this is that you can't measure properly and you make an extra 2 feet of foundation. Seriously. So in the process of doing that, they put this porch on to cover up their mistake. Well, the porch was splattering up on that log there, which we've started pulling the porch off to keep the log from rotting anymore, because that, if you look up there, those are that is our second floor right there. So that log is like, you know, it's pretty important. It needs a lot of work. It needs, I mean, we've had a couple people out here to give us some prices, and it's, quite frankly, it's more than we can afford. So we're still trying to decide what to do. We really love the history of this because it's beautiful, but you see it's got so many logs that are rotting and it needs a lot of love, and we're not quite sure we can do that. So it is a 4-room cabin. It was built in 1830. We found it in a historical book. Until the 80s, it actually had wood siding on it, period correct wood siding, which log homes, which is considered a log home because a cabin would only be 1 room. Log homes of the time did have period correct wood siding. The point of the siding was to protect the logs. And in the 80s, my husband's dad and his great uncle thought it would be really cool to take the siding off so that you could see the logs. And it was really cool, but it didn't take long after that for the cabin to start to deteriorate. So once you get that kind of deterioration, what do? So they came in and hired somebody to completely take the cabin down and to rebuild it. But it wasn't finished. There was supposed to be a phase 2. The gutters weren't put on. And like I said, that foundation really caused some issues. The barn is up there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can barely see the roof of it. It's hard to see through the fog. Right here is our wild elderberry patch, which my plan was to start some cuttings and try to move it somewhere not in the middle of the pasture. But yeah, I kind of didn't get that done. And as you can see, they have leaves on them now. And I'm not sure if I should try it once they get the leaves on them starting to bud out. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini farm tour in the fog this morning. We're gonna go check on the babies and see about getting the goat stall cleaned out and take care of some animals. Josephine is messy, so we gotta clean the stall. Hi, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty has a litter of kittens in here. Hi, Echo. Echo Kitty.
looking.
Yep. It's Kitty Echo.
Hey, Josie.
Good morning, Jojo. Good morning. Are they not under the heat lamp? I came and turned it on this morning because I thought they might be a little chilled, but they must be under the hay rack again. Miss Josephine, are you hungry? Are you hungry? This is our milk stand that Matt built last year. I'm just putting her in there so she can eat right now. We're not milking her yet. Even though you can see her udder is huge, we are not milking her yet. Poor baby. She is so full of milk. I might have to have Isabel milk her some because she is hard as a rock.
Really?
Yes. All right. I'm supposed to see if we can find babies. I hear them. Here's little boy. Come here, Rosemary.
Meh. They're so cute.
I know. Oh, it's time for breakfast. Healthy, happy babies. Hi, Jojo. Really? Heisey. Heisey was up here on the hay bales. There she goes. Yeah, Isabel's free range rabbit has made it to the barn. Good morning, Gloria. Hi, girls. Back up. Let me get in. Let me get in. Hi. Good morning, goat babies. I call all of them goat babies, even though they're not really babies anymore. Are you, baby girl? She just thinks she's a puppy dog. All right. See, Matt built a frame to keep the goats from getting in the heat lamp and knocking it down. For safety, you probably saw that in the goat birth video where he was getting started on that. Hi, Jojo. Hi, babies. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, little guy. Oh. You guys are going to be so cute. In about a week, you're going to be jumping everywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing what the other goat babies did last year, right, Mom?
Yeah. Well, they like to play. Goats like to play and hop.
Why is she sniffing?
Hi, little guy. Well, that's what mamas do.
Some goat babies.
He's so active. Here's Mama and babies. Hi, Miss Kitty. Oh, your babies love you. Yeah. Hi, Mama. Oh.
There's something in it here, but the spider's up there.
Oh, don't scare the spider. I see it.
What is that dead thing in there?
Some sort of a fly or something. Something the spider caught for dinner last night.
Yeah, I bet it was for dinner.
And see, they wrap them up in their web, so it's kind of hard to see what they are because it's just a big clump then. All the green, guys! Look at that! How gorgeous is that? Oh, wow, I am so ready. Going to say was, if you're new to my channel, which I do have a whole bunch of new subscribers, the reason Sabrina is down here by herself, because if you know anything about goats, goats don't like to be alone. And she really doesn't like to be alone, but the thing is, she's a bully. She has one horn that didn't get disbudded properly when she was a baby, and it breaks off every now and then. You can see it. But she knows she has that horn, so she uses it to her advantage, doesn't she? On the babies, on the little girls, that Gloria and Glinda, that are up in the barn stall. And so we had to separate her down here. And this is where the goats usually are, in this chicken pen. This is a rotational grazing system for us. This is a Premier One fence, which, Bina, can you just give me a second? She's gonna eat her feed right now. Here, you want it? There you go. There you go. So we have a SpeedRite solar charger for our fence so we can move it around the farm wherever we need to clear out brush, because that's what goats like. The chickens don't mind it either. They like it. And they eat the bugs and the pastures, and you know, we have grasshoppers like crazy here. But Joel Salatin had SpeedRite solar chargers whenever we were at his farm, and we just decided we really liked that, and if he trusted it, we could trust it too. So that's what we got. We built a chicken coop, mobile chicken coop, on a 16-foot car hauler, and inside of there they lay their eggs. Yeah, we have this calf hutch for the goats to sleep in if the weather's bad, but they just like to get under the trailer. That's really where they rather go. They don't care about that calf hutch hardly at all. On Monday night, the Stivers Homestead does a live on YouTube, and I started following them a few weeks ago. They are having a seed swap this coming Sunday in Frankfort at the Paul Sawyer Library, I think is what it's called, from 1 to 3 in Frankfort, Kentucky. But anyway, they are fairly close to us, and it's nice to have another content creator that lives fairly close that I can get to know, and I'm super excited to get to meet them on Sunday. My glasses are foggy. So on their live feed last night, towards the end of it, they actually mentioned my channel, and I am so grateful. I did get a whole bunch of new likes. So if you're new to my channel, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and for hanging out with me and learning about our family and our farm life. And to the Stivers, the things you said about my farm just were so heartfelt, and it brought me so much joy. And I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I can't even, I was just crying and giggling, and I don't know. It was just awesome. Thank you so very much. So very much. The Stivers Homestead. Please go check them out. Thank you for coming if you came from Stivers. I am up above 250 today, and I'm ecstatic because I've been doing this for a few years. I've not been real regular about it, but I'm trying to be more regular about it now. Of course, my husband says, if you're going to do it, you need to do it every day. And I mean, there's a lot of life going on. You know, I homeschool my kids, and for the most part, my husband's gone half the month, and I take care of everything here with my kids. So it's a lot. And editing videos every single day just doesn't fit into that right now. I hope it does someday, but right now this is how it works for us. I will definitely be getting video at the seed swap on Sunday. So I'm excited to hang out with them. I really just cannot wait. I'm so excited. And I'm hoping, I'm praying the rain holds off and it doesn't storm on Sunday, because I've never been to Frankfort, not other than bypassing it on my way to Lexington. So I'm excited to see it. What'd you say, buddy? Oh, the green fruit radishes? Those are the green fruit radishes. I absolutely cannot wait until they are ready, because I am really curious. And I didn't plant a bunch of them. I saved some of the seeds for fall.
Look at all of them, though.
But see, they start right here at this blue tag and go down to the end there. I can't wait to see what they do. Nothing else is really coming up. I'm really surprised more radishes aren't sprouting yet. So,
Hey, get out, Papa.
Get off. That's my kitten George wannabe. Get off, he's like on the garden. He wants to see you. He's trying to get to you. No, just walk around. Oh, poor chump. Oh, isn't, I mean, plants in the morning with dew on them, right? Just gorgeous. I don't know, I guess I'm weird. I think weird things are pretty. I think plants are beautiful.